Loneliness and the feeling of being unwanted is the most terrible poverty. Loneliness is not lack of company. Loneliness is lack of purpose. The eternal quest of the human being is to shatter his loneliness. Loneliness is the ultimate poverty. Sometimes you have to be alone to be able to find out who you really are. Loneliness is the absence of intimacy, not the absence of people. The greatest thing in the world is to know how to belong to oneself. Loneliness is a state of mind, not a state of being alone. In loneliness, we discover who we are and what we truly want. Loneliness is a sign you are in desperate need of yourself. To be alone is to be different. To be different is to be alone. Loneliness is a good place to find yourself, but a bad place to stay. Loneliness is the place where the soul grows. It is better to be alone than in bad company. The eternal quest of the human being is to shatter his loneliness. Loneliness is the poverty of self. Solitude is the richness of self. The soul that is within me, no man can degrade. Being alone has a power that very few people can handle. Loneliness is a form of poverty of the soul. Sometimes you have to stand alone to prove that you can still stand. Loneliness is not only a feeling of being alone, but also a lack of connection to others. Loneliness is a chance to discover your own strength and resilience. To be alone with oneself is to be with the best of company. In the silence of loneliness, we often hear the loudest echoes of our own thoughts. Loneliness is the mother of wisdom. The greatest thing in the world is to know how to belong to oneself. Loneliness is a space where self-discovery begins. Being alone doesn't make you lonely, but not knowing who you are can. Loneliness can be a great teacher if you listen to what it has to say. In loneliness, we are able to find the true essence of who we are. Solitude is a way to rediscover yourself and find out what truly matters. Loneliness is a deep and profound feeling that can lead to a greater understanding of oneself. Sometimes it is in our loneliest moments that we find our greatest strengths. The most profound truths are found in the quiet moments of solitude. Loneliness is the first step towards self-discovery. Being alone can be a form of empowerment rather than deprivation. Loneliness is an opportunity to reconnect with your own soul. In solitude, we find our true selves. Loneliness is a sign of a deep and powerful soul searching for connection. Loneliness can be a catalyst for personal growth and self-awareness. In the absence of others, we often find our most authentic self. Loneliness is a reminder that we must be our own greatest companion. In solitude, we often find the strength we didn't know we had. Loneliness is the space where the mind can wander and discover new insights. Being alone allows us to focus on our inner dialogue and self-improvement.